Last night's steak tacos were pretty awesome, but today we're gonna take them to a whole new level with salsa macha, a smoky Mexican chili oil packed with toasted garlic, dried chilies, and peanuts. Yes, peanuts. And once you've made it for yourself, you'll find excuses to put it on just about everything. Stick with me, and I'm gonna show you how. So salsa macha, what is it? It is not your traditional salsa. It's not your traditional pico de gallo that you dip chips into on a summer afternoon on a patio somewhere at your favorite local restaurant. It is packed full of tons of flavor, tons of texture, it has brightness, smokiness, fattiness, and we treat it more like a condiment or a hot sauce in our house. If you stick with us through this video, we're going to show you some skills that are going to level up your kitchen game in more ways than one. We're going to show you how to work with dried chilies and choose the right ones for your sauces. We're going to show you how to toast and infuse oil. We're going to show you how to understand and use texture to your advantage. And then from there, we're going to show you how to use your salsa macha once you've made the perfect batch. So I'm going to wash my hands and I'm going to get in the kitchen. Let's get after it. All right, the first step in making salsa macha is choosing the right chilies. For this recipe, we are not using fresh chilies at all. We're not using fresh jalapenos or bell peppers or poblanos. We are going to use many of those in the dried form. So for this recipe, traditionally, you will find dried ancho chilies, dried guajillo chilies, and then chilies de arbol. We use a mix of chilies to layer flavors and bring a whole complex mix of things to this sauce. So the ancho is actually a dried poblano. It brings a little bit of spice. It brings notes of raisins, chocolate, some sweetness, and some earthiness. Then we're gonna choose a New Mexico chili or a Guajillo chili. In this case, I had New Mexico chilies available to me, so that's what I'm working with. They're gonna bring some mild to medium heat, depending upon the chili themselves. They're gonna bring a bright fruitiness to the sauce as well. And then traditionally, you would find chilies de arbol, which are really small little chilies, and even though they're tiny, they bring the most spice. We are going to omit those here simply because we are putting this on food that our kiddos are gonna eat, and although they can handle some spice, these chilies would actually cause a little bit more pain, so we're going to avoid them. This is the cool thing about this sauce is you can use whatever chili you have available or whatever chili you want. You wanna go spicy, go for it. If you don't want any spice at all, totally fine too. But what we're gonna do here is we're going to take the stem ends off, shake the seeds out, and then we're going to just gently tear these into pieces for the next steps in what we're about to do. Once we have those chilies chosen, we're gonna grab the rest of our ingredients. The recipe is gonna be down in the description below. So we're gonna need our ancho chilies and our New Mexico chilies. We're gonna need some peanuts, a good amount of garlic, some sesame seeds, a good high quality, high heat oil, some dried oregano, some apple cider vinegar or lime, depending upon what you'd like to use, and some salt and pepper. Now, once we gather all those ingredients, we're gonna move to our next step, and that is toasting and infusing everything together into our oil. The base for this is the oil itself. All of these flavors are going to be infused, which means to take the flavor and kind of bind it together in the oil. You're pulling flavor out of your ingredients, but then infusing or mixing it in throughout into the oil. We also toast our ingredients to level up our flavor game here. Toasting spices and toasting ingredients brings on a whole nother level of complexity. It brings out natural oils and more nuanced spices that may be hidden inside of your dried chilies or your peanuts or any of your dried spices that you use in other recipes. We love infusing oils. We've done it before in other episodes where we'll toast spices and toss them in over like a cucumber salad. So we're gonna take all of our ingredients except for our oregano and our citrus, and we're going to add them into a small to medium-sized sauce pot. We're gonna kick this on to medium-high heat, and we're going to be very careful about what we're about to do here. You can go from 0 to completely torched if you're not watching what you're doing, if you walk away from it, and that can be dangerous and it can ruin the entire experience. So please use caution here. You're gonna see that the chilies are this color here. Everything is kind of light and bright, and we're about to take that to a whole different level when the oil starts to heat up. You're gonna see small bubbles start to form, you're gonna start to see everything starting to kind of toast inside of this oil. Now, as we toast, those chilies are gonna go from bright to a little bit darker, kind of a brick red color. You're also going to be watching your peanuts and your sesame seeds as they toast up too. They'll start to go darker brown. And most importantly, you're watching your garlic. The garlic is what you're looking for here to let you know when you're done. This is less about watching a clock and more about using your eyes and your nose to tell you when you're close here. Your garlic will go from raw and very, very spicy and punchy. And as it toasts, it's going to start to caramelize. That's going to round off those harsh edges. It's going to start to make it a little bit sweeter, a little bit creamier. Those garlic oils are going to infuse into your chili oil or your salsa macha here that you are creating. Huge chef tip is do not cook it until you think it's done. Cook it just before. The oil itself is so hot that the residual heat, once you take it off the stove, will continue to cook all of your ingredients. So if you go right to, I think it's done, it will go, oh crud, I need to throw this away because I've gone too far. We are going to take our garlic to just about here. It's not fully caramelized, it's not fully cooked all the way through, but we're close and we're gonna let that carryover cooking do the rest of the work for us. Once we've kicked that off of the heat, we're going to add our oregano and our cider vinegar. Now, again, you can use lime juice if you want. I do both interchangeably, but for this recipe, we're using a more traditional vinegar approach here. You're gonna see that that's going to bubble up really, really hard, and that's gonna quickly cook in the vinegar and the oregano, making the final infusion. Now that we've got that done and cooling, we're gonna show you now how we understand texture and use that to our advantage when we're building dishes at home. Most of the time we preach salt and acid and fat are your biggest flavor enhancers. But salsa macha brings something different to the table here with its texture. We're gonna take those ingredients, that fully infused chili oil now, and we're going to throw it into a blender, but we're not looking for a full puree. We want that texture of the peanuts and the sesame seeds to bring a nice crunch. We want the chilies to not be completely pureed because they bring some body to this as well. Depending upon how far you've gone with the toasting, they can be a little bit crispy and crunchy too. The oil's bringing the fat, the richness, the vinegar's bringing the acidity, the oregano's bringing some herbaceousness, some medicinal qualities to it. With proper seasoning, proper balance with acidity, everything tastes good. But if you've just got a one-note dish that's all just soft, adding that crunch adds something more to your palate. It adds something more to the experience, and it can just take that kind of ho-hum taco or ho-hum rice bowl and bring it up to something that you want to say, man, I want seconds of that, and I'm going to eat leftovers tomorrow with this happily. So we're gonna pour that off into a ball jar. We're gonna let it cool completely, and then we're gonna lid it up. And now we're gonna show you how we use it here at home. So this is not a chip dip. This is a condiment. Condiment is something that you add to the dish, typically on top of it, to add something more to it, to enhance flavors or to enhance textures. Clearly not a puree. It's not a sauce to put on the bottom of your dish. This goes over the top. Depending upon how spicy you make it, you can treat it just like a hot sauce. But this is like a chili crisp. It's like a green sauce like we've made in our previous episode. This is a dish enhancer. We love to put this over top of eggs in the morning. We'll put it over rice bowls. We put this over chicken. We love it over vegetables, especially asparagus this time of year when I'm actually filming this. And in this case too, we used it for our leftover steak tacos. This works beautifully to elevate some leftovers that may be on their last leg in the refrigerator, or if you've gone over to someone's house that doesn't know how to season their food properly, bring that leftover home, add a little bit of this to it, you'll be happy that you did. Cool thing about this too is it keeps in the refrigerator for weeks. And now you know, you've got salsa macha. Macha meaning bold and strong. And that is exactly what we've shown you. We've shown you a bold, strong condiment, a spicy, smoky, unctuous, crunchy chili oil. We love sauces like this. We love condiments like this, and we can't wait to show you more. This is one of our favorite kind of hidden secrets that you don't get to see too often. So thank you for sticking around. We hope that you are using this as we speak on your favorite breakfast foods or your favorite tacos too. Till the next one, we'll see ya. Bye. We are actually wanting this to have the texture. We want this to have the crunch of course, a train's going to pop by too, and he's going to blow his horn in 3, 2, 1. I've lived here long enough to know when that happens.